to Comatose Plays D&D.
Last time in the toaster.
Our group of adventurers, known as the Eastern Wind, looted the Blood Den in Sartreuse after killing the assassins therein, finding some half-burned contracts that led them to information necessary to discovering who had put the hit on Lord August Lunamain. They reported back to Lady Magdalena Lunamain, who was able to put it together that Nevias Belkin, the name on the contract, had nothing really to gain from eliminating August. She requested that the Eastern Wind go to Belkin's vineyard and try to find some kind of paper trail, a connection to an employer, a larger player in this game. Thal and Regina paid a visit to Belkin's vineyard earlier in the day, and with a bit of clever deception managed to scope out the premises. We rejoin the party now as they finish some last-minute preparations in advance of their stealthy nighttime raid of Nevias Belkin's home.
Is there anything else we need to plan?
Are you guys back yet?
Yeah.
Okay, do we speak to them about their experience?
What did you guys
and
learn?
the amount that they remembered?
How drunk are they?
When you all meet up, they're a little lit. Saul is mostly composed. Regina is like...
Not so much.
Talkative.
Wow.
For sure.
Regina.
Yes.
Tell me about your life. Y'all hardly ever talk.
Oh God! You know that's what beer does. Backstory.
Here's 2 pages. Read them.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. A tale of 2 Reginas. So practically no actionable information besides there's a house and there are vines and it's a little halfling man. And that's all you saw, and you saw no other really workers perhaps
see no
the people
guards,
working the
I didn't
fields.
see no. I mean, there's workers and shit, but
Were they dragonborn? Do we have to free them too?
no, they're regular people
Good.
with rights and freedoms. Yeah.
Rights. They said rides.
I thought you said
Like,
rides too.
out there parked with no caminos and shit. Oh, whatever those are. Well, they'd be horses, right?
It would be.
Spanish horses. My favorite.
Yeah, they were in the house briefly, but they didn't see too much of it.
There. Okay, so seems like your department from this point. I feel like perhaps all of us should not go all of the way and try to sneak around together, but perhaps be close enough for if the fan and the dookie. They did. I can make you super sneaky.
Yes.
I believe that is probably our best. The most logical course of action to me is make you sneaky, and we kind of hang out nearby.
If shit does hit the fan, are you guys feeling up to?
Should we try on the outfits you got?
Yes. That would be a good test run.
Yes. We're in the warhead anyways, aren't we?
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should divvy up those goods.
Yeah. So give everyone
Ninja
the hoods and the masks and the outfits that are dark blue.
Your 6 robes, 6 clothes, and dark. Oh, they're all dark blue.
I thought there's some like loose fabric for like bullshit, like
think
masks, hanging masks.
Well, I said 6 cloths.
We can't just walk out of the forehead.
No, not like that.
Oh, that's
Wear it on the way out.
What?
Yeah.
We're trying to do that, are we?
KKK.
That's my
I was like, that sounds retarded. Okay.
It's like a lunch bag with holes fit in it. That's what the masks are gonna look
That's
like.
what the
You guys are free now.
Yeah.
You feel free? You're free.
So I distribute to everyone and let's head out then.
Alright, so what time of, how late are you wanting to wait?
When's the sun setting? What, like 8? Maybe go out at 11 and stay back for a little while, observe.
What's on that side of town? The north side or whatever. Is that like you said it's
Is this like
right.
out in the field? Like this is outside of town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the edge of town, like before the city kind of breaks, though, you have like the temple district and a couple of shops and stuff like towards that edge.
Okay, so going outside of town, we'd have to go outside of where the gates would be.
Yeah. I mean, this city isn't really gated.
Oh, okay. So it's
But,
not like
out of the city proper.
So we'll just meander out that way.
We just like get out there, wait till
Is there
night.
some brush or some trees we can change it? It's brown, pretty close to there.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff on the way. A couple little like wooded spots.
We dump it and we change into the stealthy outfits.
Robes,
Dark colored robes.
ninja robes.
Masks.
swear.
So you all don your ninja robes and then proceed to the vineyard. Okay. As you enter the grounds, how would you like to proceed? Stealthily.
Oh yeah.
Stealthily, yeah. I think we should get eyes on the house. Maybe split into 2 groups, each side of the house, and then just wait maybe for an hour or 2. See if we can. Is the house lit up right now?
You're like on the edge of the property. It's hard to see.
I can go with either one of you, and perhaps I do have parchment and ink, so you guys can share notes in your little pouch.
But if we're split up, then he can't help me later.
I'll have to give the pouch to somebody else. There's no for discussing between the 2 groups, so I'd be like you, Becca.
Just not to this one.
True.
Help, Regina.
I made the letters. Perhaps we can still mostly be near each other, near enough to at least collaborate rapidly if necessary. But you can go in by yourself, so you can have one of the things. I can still keep the other. We can just be close enough.
Okay. How far can you cast invisibility?
I mean, I'll touch you. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you. I went a couple sheets of paper and
We stealthily approach the house and split up and just kind of keep an eye on it, see if there's any lights.
Everybody roll stealth.
Activity.
I will urge people to stay at least like 50 feet behind Ola, because
It's almost a nat 20.
nat 20.
50.
Nice.
21.
11.
My total will be 25.
I rolled an 18, but what do you plus?
Stealth.
Dex.
Oh, so 19.
For you. Not squeaking shit.
I know, I didn't have to roll disadvantage. It's great.
But crazy.
Yeah, as you get started, there's a little like, and then you like it starts to
Work.
get some rubbing and warming, and it's getting a little more flexible as you go. The squeaking kind of goes away. So closing in on the house now, although you're kind of a little bit ahead, it does appear to be like one window that you see is lit currently.
Second floor, first floor. How many floors is it?
It's a single story house.
How large is it?
Fairly sizable. Yeah, it kind of sprawls a little bit. There's like sort of like a main area, and then there's a few like offshoots, like one to the side. Like from the direction you're approaching it, there'd be like, if you see the building ahead of you, there's sort of a little extension there. If you kind of like go peek around a little bit to sort of get the shape of the house, you do see like another extension off the back. And kind of conversing with Olo and Regina, you take that like back extension to probably be like where that sort of sunroom courtyard area was.
Yeah. Do I see any movement? Anybody inside or outside?
That one lighted window, if you want to go look at it.
I don't want to get that close. I want to still be like 100 feet away.
Sure. Roll perception.
18.
18. So keeping your distance, you kind of move to try to get like a good look in the window. It does appear to have shutters, but they're not fully shut currently. You do manage to get a little peek of a small half-inch gentleman, the one described to you by Thal and Regina, you assume. Kind of just shuffling about. He looks to be in like a robe, like he's kind of settling in for the night. Sort of looks like he's finishing up some stuff. And as you watch him over the course of a few minutes, he eventually pulls out a little candle and seems to step out of the area that he's in.
He stepped out of that room. Alright, I just want to make a mental note of that room. And then I'm going to go back to the group and tell everyone what I saw. And say, I'd still like to go to the other side of the house and view that as well. So I'm going to stealth around to the other side, see if I see anybody outside, anybody inside, any movement, any lights, anything going on.
Perception.
Any open windows for easy access, that kind of stuff. I'm not as good this time, 11.
Hello, you don't see anybody. in terms of like access, there are windows. Most of them appear to be shut. If you want to go try them, you can see if they're locked.
Back around the other side, let everyone know what's up. I think, unless you guys have any better ideas, based on what I've just described here, I think I should try the window that he was in last, that he blew the light out on. That might be his study. It also could just be the kitchen. But he might have been working with it.
It's fair. Is it open?
I don't know. The shutters were open.
Perhaps you could use your new thing.
Yes.
Was it like really high up? What I'm
I
getting
mean,
at,
that's all for sure.
do you need any assistance?
What kind of assistance?
I don't know. If you can't think of it, then you probably don't need it.
I think if you guys, was there any cover close by? Vines, slip bed, or
Not really.
it's just
Yeah, I mean, there's a little vegetation like in the vicinity of the house, but not really anything like right up against it.
Outhouses?
Shit boxes?
Does it look like?
Buildings, those are not like right up against the house though.
Are they pretty far away?
Yeah, they're kind of spread out like over the property.
Okay, but there's none like close enough by that someone yelled like people coming out like this one.
They're not super far away, but they're not like real close either.
Okay. But does he have an actual outhouse?
No,
No.
no, there's not an actual.
He's got a water closet in his own
Fans?
house.
Water things. He flushes the toilet with wine. Dude's rolling in it. Who cares?
So I go back. I want to check the window that I saw the light in. I want to, since the shutter was open, I want to go up and peer into it with my dark vision.
Arrow. Son of a bitch.
Peering in, it does appear to be the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Yeah.
I want to go around and look for any other open shutters.
Walking around the house, there's a couple more that are open. Looking at one, looks to be like dining room. That's kind of the next window over from where the kitchen is. Another, there are a few windows to what seems to be like the same space, like on various lengths of the wall, but only one. The shutters are actually open enough for you to go look inside. And peering in, it looks to be like master bedroom.
Is he in there? Do I see him?
Perception. You have dark vision.
Yes. 13.
13. You see a lump, what looks to be a lump, a bed lump.
So I saw kitchen, dining room, and his bedroom. Just to help me visualize this, the kitchen, dining room are on the same side of the house. His bedroom was as well, or it's on a totally different
Opposite side.
The opposite side, okay. Alright, I'm going to go back to the dining room and attempt to activate my bracer. Reach my hand in and try to undo. Did I see a latch or anything?
Did you want to try it?
I want to, if there's a latch, I want to see if I can reach in and undo the latch.
Okay.
Open the latch.
The window does appear to be latched shut. Take a shot. It's a one a day, right?
Yeah, it's a one a day. Isn't it 50-50 too?
It is.
So should I just let this one?
Yeah. So,
Tails. And heads.
yes. Okay. So you reach, and as you make contact with the window, it's like a slow wave of your hand just sort of appearing translucent, and you sort of just.
Can I see my hand? Like the shape of my hand, or is it gone?
You do, yeah, you do. But it's like you meet that resistance, and then it slowly gives way, and it's like you're pushing your way through like a thick, like jello almost.
Okay.
And you reach through the other side, and you kind of, it's like you have difficulty, it's like slippery, like you have difficulty getting the latch for a moment, and then you pull your hand out a little, it seems to be,
It's gone.
forever.
What happened?
Hopefully I wake up with a metal arm.
That's once again.
You can't have it.
I took that. So
It does appear to be solid once more.
Inspected. Is there any kind of alarms or traps?
Roll investigation.
Nothing to do after you open the window.
I don't think about it until 10.
10. It does not appear to be trapped. Go.
Just like his hand.
That's a noise. So he slithers his nasty way in there.
I taste the air. What's it like in here?
Yeah, you crawl on the dining room. Longer table, chairs around it. Nothing too nice or anything in the way of furnishings, but you do see across the way the door leading out, which is currently
Just one
shut.
door. Any large pictures of the little man? Or?
No, no large pictures of the little man.
Head over to the door. Test it. Go through.
No, he locked every door in his house. You open it. You'd appear to be in like a sort of foyer. There's a little central area. Kind of looks like some like in-house vegetation. And looking up, you can see there's like glass roofing. There's some pillars that go around that little area, but it seems to just sort of be an open thing. You see ahead of you on the right side of the wall, there is one door closer and then one further along that wall. On the left, there's a door. You walk out immediately to your left. If you were to pull like a full U, there's a door which you would take to be probably the kitchen. But taking the left, there's another one there as well, which is actually currently open. You can see some crates and things you can gather just looking at it, probably sort of a storage area. And then the like open space of the like foyer seems to curve around to the left into the hallway, like further along the wall.
I'll sneak up and peek around the hallway.
You can see a door on the right side and another on the left.
I want to take out my paper and pens and write where I've come in through so far, like where I'm at.
Okay.
Kind of instructions and put it back in the pouch. The doors, these many doors. Do any of them look like closet doors versus this is a double door, this one's fancier, this one's got nice handles.
Those doors, man.
They just all look the same.
Bunch of doors.
Okay. Do I feel like I'm in the center of the house?
You feel like you're probably closer to the back end than in the middle. But
Any windows?
from here, no.
The first door on my right then.
Okay. First one on your right appears to be like a small sitting area. There's a little table in there. There are some glasses and things. Small meeting room, almost.
And desks, books.
Leaving that and going to the next door on the right side, that opens up into that sort of like courtyard area, which doesn't actually have a ceiling.
Okay. Does this look like it's the center of the house? Okay.
No, you feel like you're like this is like the back end. If you leave that and go back inside, there's the hallway that has the door on the right, and then the opening on the left. There's not actually a physical door there. It's just like an archway.
So here in the one that's open.
That appears to be another large open space. This one even bigger. You see from where you are all the way back, there are two doors. There's one on the right, like midway, and then like immediately right of you, if you were to walk into the space, there's like a short little like stubby hallway, and then a door there as well at the end of that.
So instead of going there, I'm going to go check the other door that I hadn't checked out, which I believe is the last door in the foyer.
You open it. This looks to be the bedroom.
Better quickly clean.
Get that shot again.
I'm going to take out another piece of paper, write everything I know so far, especially where the bedroom's at. I'm going to head back to the open area, the second open area, and try one of those doors. Left side.
Okay, so going straight across, you try the left door. This one is locked.
Pick it. 13.
13 without much difficulty. Get that undone. Opening the door appears to be a small study or office.
There you go. Okay. So I will attempt to look for anything that's going to set up any type of alarm or anything that's trapped.
Investigation.
24.
24. Does not appear to be trapped. With that, though, you do notice there is a locked drawer in the desk.
Before I go to that locked door, I'm going to check the other drawers, look for any hidden compartments, anything like that besides that locked drawer.
Sure. Yeah, you kind of like spend some time looking around. Roll investigation to like actively search the desk.
9.
Name nothing super like interesting. A lot of it looks to be like various paperwork and cataloging of inventory, manifests for shipments made to various inns and some things that are even going like out of city into other areas of the continent. Nothing that hints at like a connection or an employer beyond his own business.
Check the locked drawer for traps. Do I have to do that again with that 24 investigation before? No.
No, that's not true.
I'm gonna attempt to unlock it.
Okay.
15.
15. Spend some time with it. You do eventually get it unlocked. You open up the drawer. There's a kind of like smattering of papers. A lot of it does seem to be like what you were looking at before. Something that does stand out is this.
Ooh, halfling nudie pictures.
It's tic-tac-toe.
Excellent.
And it looks like this, like it's ripped and...
Yeah, it's just kind of like a scrap piece of paper.
I want to look through the paperwork that's in that drawer and see if I can notice any patterns, like anything that looks unusual as far as names or dates or shipments that seem strange.
Okay. Do an investigation check.
22.
Looking through the paperwork, it all seems pretty above board. Kind of your standard like information. So, I mean, some of it is like would be generally considered more sensitive, like to business, like not stuff that he wants just anybody knowing. Like personal information of like people he's selling to and stuff that he needs, but the general public doesn't.
Do I get a general sense of how this business is doing? Is he in trouble or is he...
Seems to be okay. You've been rolling really well. As you're kind of scouring through the paperwork, you're pulling things out of the drawer. You do notice as you're handling things in there and you touch it, it seems like there's a weird like wobble, like movement to it.
To the desk?
To like the bottom of the drawer.
The bottom of the drawer, okay. I'll check for hidden compartments there. Or I guess check for traps on it.
Roll investigation.
20.
20. Doesn't appear to be trapped. Go for it. Alright, you kind of wedge like the tip of your knife in there and lift up the bottom. There is a small compartment. This.
Oh shit. Okay. I write down on a piece of paper this exact thing, and put it in the pouch, and then write down another piece of paper and ask, should I take the original or not, and put it in the pouch.
I assume you're paying close attention to your pouch for notes.
Right, since we were talking about it.
And the rest of the instructions on how I catch where I'm at.
Oh, paper. Exciting.
Oh, piece of paper.
I read. Did you send the thing through, or just
I sent this thing through. I haven't sent the decipher through yet. And I asked if I should take this like as proof, or should I leave it here so that he's not suspicious.
Maybe the paper. Copy the other thing too.
So I copy
Leave the
other
originals.
thing too, and then I leave the originals.
Okay.
Can I relock the drawer?
Yeah, I'll say given some time. Okay. You take 10-15 minutes or so to make sure like everything is reset.
Yeah, I want to lock everything, shut all the doors the way they were, make sure all the papers are back where they were.
Sure, yeah. Do
bounce my invisible ass out of there.
Give me a survival check, we'll call it. Just to make everything look like completely undisturbed, like as it was.
This is a straight roll.
We believe in you.
Like a covering your tracks type of thing.
You get a natural 1.
Natural 20.
Oh, shit, dude. You thought we were natural good at subterfuge. You got this.
Really well.
Yeah, all these past several years of experience, all your tools of the trade coming forward to bear in this room looks goddamn untouched.
Slowly back to the dining room and back out the window.
All right.
Closing all those doors behind me and everything.
Sure.
And relocking the stuff.
Okay.
But how do you relock the window? No.
Can't reach it. Actually, I probably could. Right? I could probably slip a piece of string around it and then shut it. Like how they unlock a car. Yeah.
Try.
He's got
I
major.
would like to try.
All right. So you're trying to like the string deal?
Just want to see these tools to try that.
Yeah, sure. Give me a these tools check.
11.
You shut the window with the string attached, and you're pulling to like the angle is just not really working. So it's just kind of tugging taut, and then eventually the string just.
Is it still strapped around on one side?
Oh yeah.
Open the window back up and take the strap off.
Oh, but it's locked now. Fuck! Magic.
I hightail my ass back to these guys. Take all back to
Waltzily.
the place where we put all this shit on. Take all this shit off. And then walk back into town.
Where are you headed?
Forehead.
That's a good question. Either we should decipher this ourselves or go straight to the lady. Probably the first one.
Yes. If we go straight to her, she may take it and we will still hold the empty attic.
You could make another copy.
I make a copy for each of us.
Old printing press over there.
Alright, this is what we have. We may actually need
Take a picture.
And,
Yeah, take pictures, send to chat. Wandering on back to the boar hat.
So you return to the boar hat. Would you like to have a table in the common room or return to your rooms?
yeah, go back.
So heading back to your room, bring this out for everybody. And while y'all are decoding, I'm gonna go get some more.
I see it now.
Yeah, you figure it out.
Yes.
So each of the shapes is a letter,
This is my jam.
and you just have to
Yeah.
match the shapes. So, for instance, the first letter is T.
Okay,
This would be.
I got you.
First word is
which would be
the-
H. Whole box. Whole
In the
box.
middle, E.
E.
And I'm guessing a filled-in square is a space.
Yeah, I would assume.
Apparently I'm dyslexic because I was so far off for this. I'll play gently in the background while you guys go, apparently.
I'm gonna do the bottom. And we can fucking speed run
There you
this
go.
shit.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
I know.
Oh, it's even split up by lines. We should have each just decoded a line. Do you guys want to do that?
I'll
Okay,
do
which one are you doing? The top one?
Yeah, but I've got the Luna. If anyone's farther, they can continue the top. Okay. So I'll do the top.
Alright. I'll do the second line.
I will do the third one.
I'll do the fourth.
You want the fifth line, Regina?
Sure. Wait, is that the bottom?
That's the bottom one, yeah.
The very
Not the very bottom. The very bottom is probably a signature that we need. But
That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, okay.
the top is the Luna main problem grows tiresome.
Who's doing the second one?
I did the second one.
What is it?
Hunt lion.
We did the third.
I did isolate Q, C-U-E.
We did the fourth.
Sully name if possible.
What was it? So I name it. So wait, what was it? What's it all again? Read them in order. So the Luna main problem grows tiresome.
Hunt lion.
Isolate Cub is probably what that is.
Sully name if possible.
Yeah, it's Cub.
Yeah, I'm mostly dyslexic.
And then it says
Pay
pay.
what it takes.
Okay, what it is?
Spysong. Sick. That's the
Spysong. S-O-N-G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last one again?
Pay what it takes.
How fun.
So I do actually want to write it all down in my book. So
Yeah.
The Luna main problem grows tiresome. What was Emily's?
Hunt lion.
Hunt lion.
Isolate Cub.
Sully name if possible.
Pay what it takes.
And it was Spy.
Spysong, one word. S-P-Y-S-O-N-G.
Are they good?
You did good.
Mm-hmm. Pat Sunzi back. Yeah, I was doing the first one so bad. I don't know why my brain didn't get it. It
Yeah.
did, but it didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, is this like an anagram? Shit. This is so difficult. But, no, I'm just dyslexic. Cool. Okay, so
We have a hidden message, but we don't know what it means. The lion might be.
the father.
Yeah.
Isolate the kid, yes.
It's
Do they have a child?
I like. I
Lady Luna, right?
Possible.
And then
Oh,
the
that
dog-
was
her
dog,
father.
yeah,
I forgot. I thought they were
yeah.
married. That's right.
No. I mean, I hope not.
So
Oh, weird.
perhaps are they talking about selling her name or?
The entire family
Her
name.
Could be either, but my guess would be name.
Yes.
It's powerful.
So I think the main subject here is the lion that they're given and selling the name of the family. So,
So we have to figure out who Spysong is.
I feel like we should tell her, but I feel like she'd be like, "Nah, I got her,"
Yeah.
and I'm going to be mad again.
Yeah.
And that's not going to get us anywhere. So perhaps, is this what we take to the eye people? We probably should be able, or prepared to barter for who Spysong is. And if it's them, it would be real awkward.
I don't know if we should take this to them until we figure out what's going on with her. Yeah, because if it is someone that they want to tip off,
So we would go to her first.
I think we should take it to her. She might have an inkling of who it is.
I'll go there.
Um,
She at least seems a little more easy to deal with. That sounds weird, but
and we also, her interests are aligned with ours.
yes.
We don't know what their interests are.
I feel like she'll probably not murder us in the streets.
Yes.
And if so, good luck.
Head back.
You speak with some guards, let them know why you're there, kind of nod, and lead you back to the same office as before. Not long thereafter, Lady Moonmane enters. This time she is dressed. She was expecting to hear from you tonight. So she steps into the office and sort of walks around the group and goes and sits at the desk. What have you found out?
Take the floor, Olga. You did all the hard work. Well,
Does the name Spysong mean anything to you?
It does.
Who is it?
Why do you ask?
So that we can finish our job.
you should probably discuss how you came to this name.
You hired us for something. We were trying to do a better job.
Correct. Where does Spysong come into play?
I give her the decipher. I give her all this stuff. The code, the breakdown, and what we discovered it as.
This was found in the desk of the wine man, yes. In the cipher. This is a copy.
This was in a drawer in a hidden compartment in his office.
The original is still there.
Yes.
Correct.
As you requested, we left no trace.
Well,
This is mentioned.
he says he left no trace. I believe him. He's quite good.
She kind of leans back in her chair and takes a deep sigh. She, one of you that's standing in the back, she kind of nods in your direction. Please, could you shut the door?
Mage hand.
She still smiles. Spysong is the personal intelligence network for the throne.
Like this one here? This throne?
No, like
Yeah,
for
first.
the entire summit.
Okay. Good. Continue. Sorry.
Not good.
Well,
My father was somewhat more outspoken against the haughty control being exerted by the remains than most. Apparently, they saw him as being too much of an issue to let go. I'm sure you can appreciate this puts me in a rather precarious position.
yes.
Do you
I
think
suppose it only does if you align with your father.
Fair point.
Of course I do.
has anybody
That's
tried
what I have.
to sully your name this far? Or have you heard any rumors or anything?
As far as I can tell, no. Given the message, perhaps that's something Belkin has in the works. Perhaps that's something the assassins were hired to do and couldn't manage. Either way, it doesn't bode well. Please keep this quiet. It's not every day you find out the Emperor wants you and your family dead. Right. I owe you payment. I'm looking at her. You can kind of see she's like her brain is going like a mile a minute. I may ask you for something more. Not, of course, I'm going to pay you for what you've done.
Perhaps you need
I may have need of
escort
people I can depend on, as I have you.
to get out of the city.
They'd probably be a little suspect.
There are things I need to figure out. Some conversations need to be had. Will you be in town a little longer?
A few more
Another
days.
night or two, maybe.
Define a little.
Can you give me a day?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. You're kind of like lean over and like fuck with something at the side of the desk for a second. You hear like a, like a.
Sure.
Listen, whatever.
A noise.
Yeah.
You hear a sound. This sounds totally natural and in character.
Yeah. Some opens, some weird shit happens. She pulls out 6 pouches.
It's a revolver.
6 pouches with coin, and she pulls another bundle out of the same area before. She pushes all the pouches forward, 1 for each of you, 100 platinum apiece. And beyond that, seeing as you have helped me find out who murdered the man, some things of my father's. She explains to you what they do and gives you a hidden blade.
What?
Assassin's Creed. Which,
Pretty much.
oh yeah. Which is, I mean, it is exactly like that. Blade can be unsheathed or stowed once per round without using your item interaction. That's not really super important. But if someone is searching for weapons on your body, they need to pass a DC 20 investigation check to find this blade.
Damn.
So it's like a physical item still. It's not like some magical bullshit.
Damn.
Yes. Well, yes, but if I'm remembering correctly, I think I made it a +1
Nice.
dagger.
I know a guy.
So whoever wants that, you can search hidden blade.
I thought you were gonna say, I want that. I was gonna stack. Dagger of betrayal.
That's funny.
Do you think you're my friend?
Stop talking to your sword.
She gives you bifocals of the basilisk. Wondrous rare item. They're like goggles. With these, when you are attuned, they grant you dark vision up to 90 feet.
Whoa.
While wearing these goggles, you are immune to petrifying effects that take hold of you through a visual connection, such as that of a basilisk or a medusa. And as an action once every 3 days, you can use petrifying gaze. So you can activate this effect until the start of your next turn. So like once you use it, it goes like the full round until your turn comes back. If a creature starts its turn within 30 feet of you and you are able to see each other, you can force them to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature begins to turn to stone and is restrained. It must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn. On a success, the effect ends. On a failure, the creature is petrified until freed by a greater restoration spell or other magic.
Now you're a statue.
Yes.
That sounds very thalling so far.
He wrote his name in giant.
Oh man.
Does sound very. Because you can't see in the dark, right?
Are you the only one without dark vision? Or
No, you don't have dark vision either.
And then the final item, which is actually what the bundle was like wrapped in, as she kind of gives you these things. The final item itself is Cloak of the Stingray. It's a slick black leather cloak that grants the wearer +1 AC. When the wearer is submerged in water, it grants an additional +1 AC, water breathing, and a 60-foot swim speed.
Wow.
Damn.
Great for one of us squishy people.
Thank you.
We'll be heading back from the rest. Let us know if you this.
Who was it before that gave us these pieces of paper you could burn? I wonder if it worked the other way around.
Phoebus.
To reach you,
In case we are not for
I believe they have to be created and enchanted by the person the messages are going to.
That makes sense.
I may be able to reach you, however, through fever more quickly than I would be able to find you physically. Thank you.
Sure you will let it.
I certainly do.
In the meantime.
You leave her just kind of sitting overwhelmed in her desk. Where would you like to go?
Or hat?
Need to sleep.
Do you think we should give her a day before we go tell them they have DAs? Or should we not tell them at all?
We can tell them on the way out of town in 2 days. Or we can
That gives her time to get away before tipping them off.
if she's running.
If she's running. If not, then it's okay.
What do you guys think if she does ask for help against the Empire? I don't know if we should be taking on the Empire. Not that I have any love.
Makes your base armor 13.
It's not.
It depends, I guess, what she asks for. If she's just asking us to help escort her to a different city so she can lie low, you'd be fine with that. Now, if she's asking us
So that
to
gives you 14.
be part of an uprising, that's another story.
I guess we can weigh it the information at the time when she asks. Tomorrow night we have plans. And the night after that we have a boat to catch if we're going to take that boat. So
We should rest up.
For sure.
who's taking these bifocals and cloak of the steamer?
Goodies.
I'm taking the coop.
Take the bifocals here.
I think they'd look cool anyways. Metal arm, silly steampunk goggly things.
Steampunk.
Gives you night vision. Shades of green.
And everybody long rest.
And then I'll attune to like the new shit.
Same. Tune to my shield.
And as we go to bed or whatever eventually, yeah. In my own room, I think. Don't we all have our own rooms by now?
Yeah.
Either
No,
way.
I do.
I think you did get your own room.
I use ritual to cast Tiny Hut in my own room. So I'm just in an impenetrable fortress of doom to rest. So relaxed.
Alright, y'all get your long rests in. Meet in the morning for breakfast. Dry, you going for a prayer?
Prayer
I'll join
time.
you this time.
Are you attending?
I'm not attending. I'm eating breakfast.
I'll
eat some breakfast still.
I take my beer with me.
You going with them as well?
With my morning ale.
It's all dry and Hulu. Head out for the prayer. Anything in particular anybody's attempting to get out of these areas?
Is it actually morning? Because, well, for my brain. So we did all that stuff like the night of the 22nd, right? Like through midnight and into the morning. Like wee hours of the morning went to see Lady What's-Her-Face, yeah?
Yeah, like
Morning-ish.
like 1, 2 a.m. or something.
Right. And then we went back and slept after that. So it's still the 23rd, just like midday, if not early afternoon. Ballpark.
Maybe not that late. Like probably 11 or 12.
Just make sure I know right.
Yeah. Just chilling.
Smoking, drinking.
Smoking and drinking. How else do you talk to gods?
I'm just kind of observing them and saying why.
I don't know, like the what's weighing on my mind in the morning is the plantation. And wanting to be kind of like asking him to give us like the whole group, the strength to free my brothers and actually like have the first one go good. Have his blessing on our side type of stuff.
So as you kneel and commune with Bahamut's presence on the roof of the Warhead Inn, you close your eyes and you kind of try to shut everything out. A few moments pass, you sort of extend that desire, that request, and eventually you start to slowly at first and then more heavily feel that warm dragon's breath kind of going over the back of your neck and down your body.
And you chug your beer.
Yeah, that's good.
There's a slow hum that kind of rises into a rumble and then sort of morphs into a voice.
Your choices tell others above yourself are right. Compassion is admirable, but remember that sometimes it takes self-sacrifice.
And that rumble of his voice kind of permeates your chest, like when you're at a concert or something. You like feel the bass and you kind of feel that, and it slowly dissipates and backs off, and you feel the breath kind of slowly pull off. And as it leaves you feeling a bit different than when you started. Feel like your safety isn't quite as much of a priority as it once was. Not that it isn't at all, but you feel more driven to protect others above yourself. Feel like you can take the brunt. You can change your fighting style from defense to protection.
Thank you.
Cool.
I was wondering where that was.
You will lose the +1 AC from defense, but he'll be able to do if someone is attacked within 5 feet of him, he can impose disadvantage as his reaction.
Nice.
And I have the other one that's distance that can heal you if it works.
So, after your experience, you guys eventually collect yourselves and return to the group at the table.
Do we think
Still trying
perhaps
to prepare
today
st-
we should go to Herb and see if we got any more milk puppies?
With the entire empire against her, I would again say that we should really consider not taking any other jobs from the right now. If the Empire's intel network is here working, they probably at least know of us. We may be too small for them, but if we keep getting in their way, why not?
Word.
Just a thought based on what she offers next. She does pay well.
Yeah, we shall see. I believe it is in our destiny to spit in the face of all authority. So
I don't
know if we will
just
get
don't
away
want to
from
be
it.
squashed just yet.
Right. Well, you have to think it's not just us. If we are tied to her, she is a leader of a large city with much resources. So it was not the worst cohort.
Like I said, if she's one
She's
of
definitely a good ally.
and she just needs us to escape it.
Yes, just something we should keep in mind.
Passage or something for her.
Besides, we are in her good graces, perhaps to help down the road if she is also into spitting in the face of authority. Perhaps she can help with the slave situation. No. We'll see how this one goes. So,
Anything other than going to herbs? Is there anything else we need to do today?
nope. I assume they picked up my armor already after. Yeah. I had mine custom with my little silly pauldrons from the other ones.
We do have plenty of money to secure passage if we need to secure passage. So today,
That is a
Once we
great
have-
question. Where are all these dragonborn going? Like, after we get them away from there, what are we doing?
they said, I believe,
Just sending them to like scary
they would just run.
that way.
Wasn't that right, Raya? What your friend said.
There is no plan for that yet. It's not like we own property they could go to and be free.
Now perhaps that is something
There is an
we could
island in the south,
do in exchange.
but we cannot pay for all that passage.
Right. But perhaps if we did a favor for Lady Lumine, maybe she could pay their passage.
Would be a big thing.
Right.
And we don't know who to stay.
You talking about the Jaren Isles?
Yeah.
They're really far
You
away.
recall, you did inquire about passives there. That is not somewhere they send
People
ships.
just-
Yeah.
Hot minute.
No, that's what they would have to get their own island. And then there's the South Shore.
There was a rumor of somewhere on the South Shore.
So it's information we have given them, right? You went and talked to one of them, right?
Mhm.
But I don't know that we have the resources to get them anywhere.
Was that sewer job here or in Gar?
Here.
Was there
Yeah,
a
because we took plans for that.
right? I know we went in like in the city, but we found all the other entrances or whatever. Is there a way we could like sneak them into there?
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Right. And
Give them back all their blankets and pillows. Here you go, guys. You can share.
I don't know if it's a good idea.
It's at least somewhere they could hide out until some of the heat blows over what they're looking for them.
Right, and
The
perhaps
sewer
the sewer,
entrances were guarded, though.
if we could get them down there, it's got to run somewhere.
I mean, they're already out of the city. We would have to take them into the city to put them in the sewers. It's a good hiding spot for them, but yeah, like Dry said, there's not going to be any real food down there. Or clean water.
Are there any meteorologists around? You know the weather coming up?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay, I didn't know if there were people that like, it's probably gonna fucking rain tomorrow. Or you know what I mean? Like I didn't know if those
Probably
guys
pray to the gods for rain.
Yeah.
Just gonna ask Tom and maybe his joints.
Yeah. Oh, they always heard. I bet they do.
As you guys are talking, Felv, a voice kind of creeps into your mind. Lady Lunamain requests your presence. You can respond to this.
Is it can or can't?
Can.
Oh. Okay. Did that work? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Beep twice if yes.
Who are you speaking to?
I don't know. I assume by the tone of mind fever, we are summoned or requested to.
Before we go there, I said my piece about everything else, but specifically about the Dragonborn. What are your guys' feelings on bringing them up? If we...
You said bring them up? Oh, to Lunamain, a lady, what
to Lady. If we find out, if we tell her, like, what our plans are, or anything really about Dragonborn slaves, and then they go disappearing in a day or two, she might figure out who done it.
That is
and
true.
if she isn't on the run, if she's staying here, she might quickly become not an ally, depending on her state.
I mean, we have a small leverage. Not talking in my mind anymore. Get out of my head. We have a
Just say
small...
25 words.
Oh. We have a small leverage of blackmail. So, if she gives our secret out, we have quite a big secret to give out for her. I feel like it'd be in our best interest to at least stay cordial. Like, if she... I don't think she would just go out and...
I don't think we should not say cordial. I just don't know if bringing it up is a good idea unless we ask around.
I think you should. We should ask around it, see if she agrees with the practice at all, and then go from there.
Maybe even just ask what her issues with the Empire are.
Yes. Like, do you agree with all of the empires, everything, all of them? Then, like, just like stuff like they do. You like that or no? Like, I don't know.
He's pointing to you.
Like, do you like stuff like that? I mean, still, I don't know.
Alright, should we go?
Sure.
And we waltzed.
Nice.
And we waltz. You head to Lunamain Manor. You were brought into the
regulars there.
Music room, where Lady Magdalena Lunamain is kind of idly tapping away at some piano chords and notes and things, sort of a bit distracted. She sees you walk in. Welcome back. The ruling family has chosen enmity with me, though they would prefer I not know it. I need to make moves, not just for my own life, but for those who follow me. I'm sure you can understand that. I need allies. I don't want to put you into a dangerous position. I'm sure they're keeping at least somewhat of an eye, especially if Spysong is involved. I'm not going to request that you openly support me in some fashion. I understand that could be dangerous for you. What I would appreciate is if you could bring a message for me to Roth Windmaw in Karak.
Roth Windmaw?
Roth Windmaw.
Hit me with history checks.
18.
19.
16.
8.
Sure.
Sorry, what time did you say it was on?
Karak. Khirrak. Karak.
K-H-I-R-A-K-A.
R-R-A-K.
R-R.
Khirrak. Karak.
Alright, history checks. I know you had a 9, that checks out. 19.
A lot. I had a 16.
18.
18. Doesn't really matter for you. You feel like you may have heard the name.
I probably have not heard the name,
Yeah.
but I rolled my.
The rest of you guys do recognize Windmaw as being the kind of big name in terms of the half-orc clan.
One of the ruling families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the like big influential families in the Dominion.
One of the sects.
Yes, and for those of you that have gotten around a little bit more, you know that Karak is where they make their home.
How far is that ballpark?
From you, not terribly. Like 4 days.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's honestly it's closer to Gar than where you are now.
So it's back north.
Yeah, more straight north though, as opposed to like Gar is northwest. So almost directly north.
So you say deliver a message, like a physical message, or like...
That's something I want to write down.
Yeah.
Are the Windmaws favorable towards you? Just
We've been amiable historically. I think we see more eye to eye on certain social issues.
for instance.
Some peoples in the Empire are not treated with the respect they deserve. The respect anybody should be owed.
I make eyebrows that dry. Like,
And she does make eye contact with you when she says that. Kirak, a place I've not been to since I was very young, but from what I remember is a bit more wild and free than anywhere.
good.
Do you find, is it just the land that's wild and free, or are the people wild and free?
Both. They have a very different way of living there.
Have I ever been to there in my many, many travels?
Probably not. What was your history check, a 16?
Yeah.
It's a place that you probably, under most circumstances, would not have wanted to go.
This is what I figured.
Like, from what you've heard, you've been around, you've met a lot of people, and particularly in your circles as a bard and, things that you've done. Stories that you've heard, generally it's a much more, like, rough and tumble kind of place, and, like, the people there do not have time for...
Less profitable.
Yeah.
Fair.
The shit that you might want to do would probably not end well for you.
I have a feeling.
So tell him that Magdalena has need of his friendship. Tell him if he would have me that I would like to speak with him in person. Soon. Urgently. Tell him that there are things beginning to shift. The earth does not stand quite as still as it has.
And with this message, do you intend for him to travel to you? Or meet at a place? Or see what I'm going for?
I will have Eva give you notes.
Fair.
Get word back to her. I will come to him.
Sounds fair enough. So with your opinions on treatment of some peoples, why do you let it persist so close to home? Isn't it a choice?
Law is law. Status quo. Although that doesn't seem to have gotten us very far.
Apparently not.
Karak is a bit different. The Windmaws have a sort of standing agreement with the throne. They are perhaps the most ferocious fighting force in existence. And by offering their services at the need of the Empire, they are left to their own devices. They oversee their city how they see fit.
There.
Do they also have a standing agreement with the Dragonborn?
As a people, Dragonborn have no leaders. Those that are there, to my knowledge, are free.
Is it so?
They oversee their city how they see fit.
Have people traveled? People like my friend who maybe were not free, or perhaps gained their freedom. Have they sought that place before?
Some, I imagine. As I said, I have not been there since I was young, and even then, only the one time. I expect Possibly there are those there who have run from enslavement. Leaving once they get there is another story. There's nowhere else that they would be welcome as such. And building a life up from nothing is never easy.
True. But it'd be their own life.
I'd very much like to visit this Croc place.
Would you like to visit it enough to carry this message for me?
Yes.
Can we have a moment to speak between us? Is there a place where we can go?
You can have the room. She stands up from the piano and walks out and softly shuts the door behind her.
So if we are to leave today, it's a 4-day trip there. We won't be back until we could ask to leave tomorrow night.
And just take
Maybe not travel with them, but at least let them know that's an option. Give them all of their options for Jaren Isles, the South Shore, or to head to where we're heading, but maybe not travel with us. They would likely slow us down, and it seems like this message was important to get there quickly. It also wouldn't be bad for us to maybe travel ahead and make some friends before they all arrive.
Let's
maybe clear the way.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. Perhaps is we leave today. Just far enough for some of us to sneak back.
That's really good.
And the rest to continue.
Yeah. That way we're not in the city when everything goes down.
Correct. We have left already.
I like it.
And it only takes either one of us to continue the message, or we can all come back and just get whatever. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, because who knows how soon we can even, like, maybe he's out hunting, right? I think a day won't make that big of a difference.
True. Is everyone okay with that?
Yes.
A few moments later, it opens. She's like, have you come to a consensus?
Yes.
What will it be?
We can take the message. Though I do have to ask, why is it Fever just sending a message?
It's a bit sensitive. Fever is not. She's only loyal to me so far as the Empire tells her to. Did you notice the symbol on her capelet, her rose?
She's a god.
You do recall, like, the capelet had the sort of like royal purple with the gold embroidery, and she had that 23-pointed white star on her rose.
She's from the.
And she also shut the door and did not have Fever in the room. We told her about Spysong.
Yeah, the like gold orchid, royal purple, that is symbol of the long blooms. And the 23-pointed star, that's the like enclave Morcanum. So she's spell god. She is.
Do you think she's working with the Spysongs?
It's possible.
Is there anything we can take as personal viewers so that Roth will know this message is from you?
The things I've already given you from my father.
True.
He would certainly know those goggles. So.
Oh, the goggles.
He's seen them more than once.
Can we trust any of the other Wenmos if, for some reason, Spysongs have also gone after Roth?
If he's dead, you mean?
Or missing, or injured, unconscious.
Whoever's in power, if that's the case, I don't think they would. He's too valuable to them.
Is he like the guy? Like the leader of the clan?
Well,
Tried.
yes, not only is he the head of the Windmark clan, as it were, but he oversees a vast horde of fighters.
Fantastic.
Which, during times of peace, tend to take on mercenary work piecemeal in groups, but if there were war to come about, historically, they have, again, as I said, made themselves available to service the Empire in exchange for being left to do things as they will.
Is this message for his ears only?
Yes. Wouldn't trust anyone else.
Sounds like a plan.
Will we leave now?
We will.
Can you provide horses?
Yes, that can be done.
Do we have a cart?
I think we'll leave the cart.
Sell the card.
You leave immediately?
Well, as soon as we can settle our
our accounts.
lodgings and
As soon as you can get us as swift as you can.
Okay. Stop by the stables here before you leave. I'll have them there.
sounds good.
Thank you.
Very well.
You as well. Stay alive.
I always plan to do that. So far, so good.
Bid her farewell and depart in the main man.
Yes.
And with that, we'll go ahead and call it a night.
Well.